you're Jimmy, you're Denise, you're whoever you are. I don't have to worry about all those things. I can just be me. So.
Great. So you want to have authentic, real relationships with
interact
people.
with all different kinds of people, just for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And is there any particular area in life or anywhere specific where you see that would really make a
I
difference?
definitely don't think that most people get to see me. You know, they get to see somebody who's managing the people at work, or is going to the grocery store trying to buy a bunch of organic food, or is trying to show off or do something, you know. They see somebody who's just playing a skit, you know. They don't see the Matt that really likes to be Matt. And this is Matt being Matt, so it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's a little sweaty feeling, but it's, you know, it's a good feeling.
So what I hear is what you want is to actually be known for who you are.
Yeah.
And you want other people to experience being known for who they are.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And just for them, not for anybody else, you know.
Yeah.
And I actually got to experience that today, and it's interesting because we do this commitment seminar and stuff. So I went to the QT gas station right up here, and I'm sure you guys have been in there. So there's this kid who was working, and he was like screaming this song, and I was just like, okay, this is whatever. And he kept talking about with one of his coworkers about like, oh, I love Kanye West. I love this song so much. He's talking about how he made it and stuff. And it was a good song, whatever, do your thing. But I've always been like really liked about being myself. And like when I meet somebody who's so honest in themselves and you see it, you're like, oh, that's a beautiful thing. You're you. That's great, you know? And so I was talking to him about it. And me and the cashier start talking. And I was like, he needs to write his own song, man. He needs to stop singing somebody else's song because he's not singing it very well. And obviously he's got a lot of energy for it. So let's see what he's got, you know? And so the kid's like, what'd you say? And I was like, you need to make your own song. And he's like, all right. I was like, you could be just as good as Kanye, if not better. Why are you holding yourself back? He's like, yeah, man, but I want to be like Kanye, but better, like a better Kanye. I was like, no, you be Ryan. I write his name tag. He's like, be Ryan. And I was like, F everybody else. You be Ryan. And I walked out. But that felt really good because that was natural. You know, I was like really getting that out there.
It's great. Yeah. So like, especially given that that's what you want, it's going to require a lot of sharing.
Yeah, I'm excited. So it's
right.
Great.
I mean, like,
you're gonna be hearing this.
And you want that Ryan to have that? Bring him here.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I'll bring the possibility into creation next time I come by. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but really, because where did you get access to being able to create that kind of expression?
Oh, I just thought about being me. That's the reason I signed up to do this, was to really commit myself to me. And people who get to see me when I'm being me love me. And I'm like, that's awesome. I was like, you guys can love yourselves too. So let's make this better. So.
Great. Awesome, Matt. Thank you. All right, one more person. What do you see possible for yourself in your life out of the seminar? Okay, seriously?
No possibilities.
It's really going to be a long 3 months. Okay, Muhammad. But hold on, I'm just curious though, because that was a little, didn't quite match my reality. So I'm just like, so who actually sees something positive? Let's like tell the truth, don't just raise your hand to look at. You actually see something possible for yourself in your life, like out of your participation in the seminar, different from what you walked in. Okay, great, and who doesn't? Okay, I got it. Thank you for your authenticity. All right, and then I request you keep bringing yourself to this conversation. You know, and keep looking like, gosh, what is the anything that I want for myself in my life that I've either given up on or I think can't happen, or people are full of it anyway. I only came because they told me I had to, and I get a free seminar, so I came to session 1. But I mean, really, you could be here like that, or you could really be here with an authentic, you know what, I'm going to try this on. I am going to take it on like anything's possible for myself in my life. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm more committed now to my father's well-being and having a better relationship with him. Just a little bit behind that is about 4 years ago I lost my mother to diabetes primarily, and since then I just told myself that I was not taking care of her well-being. So I became kind of obsessed with taking care of my father's health and people that I know their well-being. But by doing that, I just totally lost sight of the fact that instead of taking care of his well-being, I'm just trying to make up for the time that I did not take care of my mother.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just being a total ass to him, you know, why aren't you eating this, and you know, don't eat that, and go for a walk. And it just became very transactional, that you know, do this and don't
Yeah.
do that, and not just having an authentic relationship with him. So now I'm, by listening to you about, you know, what you shared, thank you for that, about, you know, your relationship with your father, that just kind of opened up for me.
Yeah, Mohammed, I so got that, because you know that's how it was for me with my, like, I should have been more available for my mother.
Yeah,
I should have done more for my mother. I didn't do enough for my mother. You know, and then when it came to my father, it was like, I have to do it because nobody else will, and there was that too, like something to make up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, really great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so share with your partner what you want for yourself and your life out of participating in the seminar. All right, and look, this could be your first. Now, I said everybody can create, but that's not. I know you don't necessarily have that experience, or the fear keeps you from creating anything. So you're not going to get yourself on the hook for anything because you don't want to have to deal with the disappointment of not getting it. So I request that you let yourself be free in this conversation, and even if there's nothing there for you, speculate on what could be possible. All right, so go ahead and take 2 minutes each and share with your partner.